Welcome to another edition of Around the Table. I'm Rito, and today I have with me Fred Lam. Welcome to the show, Fred.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So, Fred is a paid traffic master and he's also a Shopify expert, and he spends millions of dollars in paid advertising for a positive ROI. Is that right, Fred?
Yes.
How do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah.
You said it. Advertising in Shopify.
So, you just advertise to Shopify stores?
Yeah, so what we do is basically we find products to sell, and one of the most important thing is even having it on Shopify, you still have to get traffic because you got to control people going to your site, who to see your products, and if you can combine those two together, that's where the magic happens.
What I really want to ask though, Fred, is like, what's your height?
You really want to know what my height?
I really want to know.
I'm 6'1". I'm
6'1".
I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I'm 6'1". That's
All
how
right.
pretend I am. There you go.
We'll let the audience be the judge of that. And yes, I've seen a lot of your training videos, and I've also seen a lot of your promo videos. You do have a larger than life on-screen presence. You have a pretty good on-screen presence. And I also heard that the camera adds an inch. So my question is like, how many cameras are on you when you're rolling?
I'll be honest with you, I'm standing on a stool or something to make me look tall. So, this camera, you don't know what my height is, but I do have people meeting me in person like, oh my god, you are so much shorter than I thought.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, like your history, how did you get your start, and what are the Fred's greatest hits and misses?
Greatest hits and misses. So, I started my journey roughly almost 13 years ago, washing dishes, and I just stumbled upon advertising. Like, the advertising is really the first thing. And to be more specific, like online advertising and AdWords. And back then, that's where I really got interested in all the other stuff, interested in advertising in general. Then slowly build on and actually helped one of my ex-business partner build his business. And really from there, later, we're like, well, let's build a real business. So we actually did that in 2008. He gave me equity in the business, a small equity in the business, and we really went in and went bananas with like ads, with everything we know and I know. And through there, in 4 months, we did $4.6 million.
And what were you selling that time?
It was selling gas for $4 million. It was physical products. All my life in my journey is all physical products. So that's why when I talk about Shopify, when I talk about physical products, and in all my video training, it's all e-commerce because that's what I'm good at, selling physical products online. But one of the biggest failure that happened was that business boomed so well at such a young age. We don't know what we're doing in terms of business-wise. Like, we didn't look at our accounting. We didn't look at what our expenses were like. We don't look at payroll. So we actually spent more than what is really in the bank. And back then, when in 2008, merchant accounts, so processing credit cards online, it's hard. Like, banks are like not comfortable on making like doing online transactions. And then one of our banks said, well, we're not comfortable anymore. We're going to basically shut down your account.
Oh.
So not only that we were spending a lot more than what we have, the bank stopped processing our orders, and that business just died. So obviously I went through a state of depression back then, and then from there, I simply just took whatever I learned through my years and running that multi-million-dollar business. I went and created my own agency. And I really use online ads to attract clients, because back then, like, who the heck know what online ads are? Who, like, a lot of people know what it is, but they don't know how to do it right. And I got attracted to a general manager that owns a BMW retailer that hired me and said, hey, show us what you can do. And then I proved to them,
So you were selling BMW cars with online advertising?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How many did you sell though?
So that store specifically was they never really hit a lot of target, and they were like, there's 4 stores in the BC region, well, in the Greater Vancouver region. They were always last place in how many orders they do. In about like 6 months, we broke their sales record and went from like 4th to like 2nd right away. So, and all that was through like online advertising and all advertising in general. And then at that point, obviously all these people doubted me. They're like, you're just a 21-year-old kid. I was 20. No, it's 20. You're a 20-year-old kid and you're getting a position as a marketing manager. And back then, I had to prove myself, and I did it.
So you've been at it since you were 15 years old or something?
16.
16?
16.
Oh, wow.
16.
Early start.
Yeah, really early start. I was really privileged to have that early start. So yeah, then from there, worked in corporate life, learned a lot about business, learned a lot about the foundation, about accounting. I was very privileged to have the general manager there to really teach me how to run a business, how to look at sales team, how to look at accounting, how to look at operation.
We're still talking about the BMW general manager? All right.
Yeah, and then from there, I think I was ready. Then 3 years later, I used exactly what I know from selling physical products. So I have a 5-step system that I really discovered afterward, and I used it in 2014, created 2 businesses at the same time. And in 9 months, one did $2.1 million, and the other did close to 6 point something. I forgot on top of my head. So I know that it works. And from there, I keep scaling up my business. Now I transacted over $25 million online just with physical products.
And that just includes all the e-commerce stores that you have set up yourself?
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. You see there, guys? That's an inspirational story right there. All right. So let's talk a little bit about Zero Up now.
Okay.
All right. So Zero Up, how does it work? What is it exactly for people who don't know about Zero Up? Go.
So Zero Up, what I really envisioned, what I saw was that there's got to be a way for an individual to start their e-commerce business. I spent 12 years back then, because Zero Up is still new. I spent 12 years to learn the exact process of how to really know nothing to starting a business. And at that time, I said, okay, so here are the steps that I took, and I documented, and I created a course. But even when I created a course on teaching people how to do it, there's going to be a lot of problems that's going to come up, like how do I actually upload stuff on Shopify? How do I create a website? How can I increase my profits? How to create a landing page? And all those other stuff. So I look at all the what will stop that individual to not move forward. And then we create an entire software that makes it easy where you just follow our steps and you can start seriously making your first sale online even if you've never done. So we build a specific platform from software to training, all about e-commerce, helping individuals starting from zero. And that's why one of the book that I have is called Starting From Zero, because I believe that a person having the right system can start from with no knowledge to really become an entrepreneur.
So basically start from zero and then go up.
Yes.
So Zero Up.
Yes. That's why the name is called Zero Up.
All right. So what makes this different from other platforms? So basically this is all about drop shipping, right?
Yep.
So what makes this different from platforms like Oberlo that exist in the Shopify app store?
So we have an automated process. So Oberlo is semi-automatic, but we are fully automatic. So from tracking, from ordering, and everything. What we also have is we have a funnel builder. So we have a complete drag and drop landing page builder where you can create your landing page, which is very important. Like anyone that are already in e-commerce right now, it is very important that you have to absolutely create a landing page. That makes a tremendous difference. And then we added upsells. We have something called a profit multiplier, which basically we can control the thank you page on Shopify, which we can't be controlled. We have a Facebook ad ideas, so we can actually look at what people are advertising. If you put in the product name, it'll spit up all the information. So it's not just Oberlo is just one part. We have an entire suite of stuff inside our software.
And the concept is all about picking up products from China and then selling, picking them from Aliexpress, is that right?
Yeah.
And then selling them to the US and other countries.
Yeah, exactly.
So because this whole concept is about drop shipping products from China, so is that why you started this?
Well, the whole concept is all about drop shipping. A lot of people, when it comes to e-commerce, they got so scared. They're like, well, at the end of the day, when it comes to e-commerce, I gotta invest in inventory. I gotta do all this, I gotta do all that. Right now, everyone is very lucky right now that there's Aliexpress. When I first started, there was no Aliexpress. So I had to knock doors. I gotta find people and persuade them to drop ship. So throughout all my venture in physical products through the last 13 years, I didn't hold any inventory. I basically flat out just really worked out a deal and said, I'll sell a lot of these stuff, but I'm not going to buy an inventory. And you just got to let me try it and let me do it. And I obviously proved to them I can do it. Then it's really the last 3 years that Aliexpress started to exist and giving the opportunity for everyone to directly work with a manufacturer to do it.
So you recommend AliExpress and dropshipping, or do you think it's a better route to take just hold inventory if somebody gets quite big with AliExpress?
So
do you recommend
that's
them
a
to
really good question that you bring up. So first of all, here's what I would recommend. Start with AliExpress. Understand what is going on. Then there are 2 routes for you to take afterward. Number 1 is that you buy in through Alibaba. Because
Alright.
if you buy in with a big quantity, your cost is going to go down, and at the same time, you can still brand your store. Secondly, what you can do is you can start now looking for products outside of AliExpress and deal directly with manufacturers that are not in these platforms and carry their products in your store, and obviously still drop ship. So there are different ways to do it. For me, I would love to actually get people to do both of the routes, because that's just going to really build your brand. That's going to build the diversity of what you have in your store.
And does Zero have a connection with both Alibaba and AliExpress?
So while Alibaba at the end of the day just got to contact the people in Alibaba, there's not like a automation that needs to be done, because each person's minimum quantity is different. You got to deal with the vendors. You got to get the sample.
So no.
No.
Okay. So I remember I saw your ad once on YouTube.
Yeah.
You do advertise on YouTube, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. So for 30 days after seeing that ad, all I did was I saw your face all over the internet.
Yes.
Whichever website I went to, I saw your face on there. And there was a big ass banner right there.
Yeah.
All right. So is that your like paid traffic strategy?
Yeah.
Like you frustrate them until they buy your
Yeah.
product?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any real tips for people who are watching, or is that your only strategy for paid traffic, retargeting?
No, well, retargeting is just one portion. In advertising and paid traffic, there's a lot of stuff involved. Like, there is basically setting up conquest campaigns. Well, there's Facebook. It's lookalike on Facebook. There's Google Display. There's search. There's Google Shopping. There's Bing. There's a lot of different traffic sources. But the reason why you see my head all over the internet is because obviously I'm going to maximize the click that came to my website. Because somehow, if you went to my website, you're interested in what I have to offer. Or
I was more interested because I wanted to stop the ads and just make sure that.
That's a really good question, because a lot of people come on and say, like, can you stop showing your ads? Like, no, I know you love it. And so it cost me like pennies to show it to you. I'm not going to stop it.
Let's talk about something inspirational right now.
All right.
Right? Your story is inspirational to a lot of people. And who are the people who inspire you to go?
Who are the people that inspired me to go? That's actually a very, very great question. I actually grew up without my dad being my hero. A lot of people are very privileged to actually live with their dad. A lot of people look up to their dad. I never really had a dad figure, a hero figure. So I think throughout my life, what happened was I look for and I hang out and I look for people that are like, that can give me the father hero figure side of things. And I think I'm very blessed throughout my career and throughout from childhood really going in. I have different people in my life that really looked at me and believed in me and really mentored me throughout the way. So at different stages, I have different mentors. So back then when I was basically the first time creating a business online, my ex-business partner was my mentor. Then when I went into BMW, the general manager at the store was my mentor. He teaches me everything, show me their financials, teach me how this should run. Then afterward, from there, obviously there's still a lot of stuff that I self-taught too. But then afterward, you start to build a network of people around you. And these people, although you guys are like kind of like business partners, joint ventures, or just friends, but if you surround the people that do what you do, that believes in what you do, they act as your mentor too. So Onyx and Gall is one of them. I call him my mentor too because he taught me a lot of stuff. And then from there, now I'm going into the next phase of my entrepreneurship. I actually have a real business mentor that I pay a lot of money every month to really look at it and things. So to be really honest, if anyone listening right now, the power of mentorship is huge. It's huge. And you gotta be grateful on who is teaching you and helping you and really just take action.
That's excellent. I love it. So what do you say? Like, is it possible for anyone to start a profitable e-com store, a Shopify store?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So we just have an event, 4 days. We call it the Zero Up Elite event.
Yeah.
4 days. and it was like a little bit over 20 people, and 20 people make their first sale online in 3 days.
Oh,
and
wow.
they never did this before. It is possible, but people just sit on their ass and not do shit. Like, I'll be honest, people just don't do anything. Right now, there's so many valuable information on the internet right now. Honestly, you can even go to YouTube and watch a lot of videos, and you can even create your e-commerce store. But people just don't do it. People just don't even take the first step, and that's the problem. That's why a lot of people say, "I cannot do this. I don't think I could become I don't think I could become a business owner. I never believed that e-commerce can make money." That's really bullshit. You really need to take action and really follow a system that works, and really look at the right numbers, and really be a true entrepreneur, and not be like, "Oh, I'm just going to work on this for an hour and I'm not going to be very dedicated with it." So what we did before the event, we really got them to like turn off your phone, turn off everything. They're just going to be focusing on that, and that's how we're able to get so much results.
And that's exactly what I show in my challenges as well. I don't even talk about an hour. All I say is like, you need to work for 15 minutes a day, dedicated, focus 15 minutes per day, and you're able to do that.
And you know what?
So-
I'll be honest with you. Even 15 minutes, a lot of people will not even do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just...
It's so difficult to turn off the phone and then keep it on the side.
and it's kind of upsetting, right?
Yeah.
You guys have all the value, like all your following, you're like their mentor, but they're not even doing exactly what it is. But hey, it's just right in front of you.
Well, a lot of people are, and for whoever are following, like whoever follows you,
Yeah.
and they actually create their stores, like they are taking action, and I'm actually proud of people who are following.
Well, that's great.
us. Yeah. So, is this a challenge that anybody can start a profitable online e-commerce store? Because I love challenges. I'd love to take you up on this challenge,
I
a
think it's not...
30-day challenge,
It's not a challenge to actually start building it right away.
like a profitable e-commerce
Yeah.
store within 30 days,
Yeah.
working just 15 minutes per day.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to say 15 minutes because I don't believe in like get rich quick scheme. But to be honest, can you do it? Yes. But will I say everyone can do it? No. Only because I don't want to give across a wrong message.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
you're building a business.
Yeah, building a business is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Fred, I might just take this upon myself in the future to do just that, start a profitable
I can do it
Shopify
with you.
store, and we'll see what happens there.
All right, I can do it with you.
All right. Any final words on Zero Up, iPro, and whatever you have in motion? What's the next big thing you're doing?
The next thing that we're doing is we are going to basically add in a whole bunch of new features into our software development. And what we're really going to be pushing right now is to just keep getting our message out there. And that's what I always wanted to do. And ultimately, at the end of the day, one thing that I really wanted to basically bring out and share is just take action. Like, that's nothing more, that's like the golden word, like, take action. A lot of people say, everyone say take action. But seriously, if you think about it, if you really take action, especially a 30-day challenge, that makes a big difference.
It does. It does make a big difference. And Fred, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I have personally used a Zero Up myself. I think it's a fantastic piece of software. And for all those who want to take action right now, getting inspired by Fred, just click the button below, just click the link below, whatever, and start your own automated Shopify store. And thank you, Fred.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.